and welcome in everybody to a momentous occasion here on the Cool Cat Gang. The first ever Jak and Daxter race on the channel. Kind of a big deal. My name is Saren. Cool. With me in the booth is Zyfles. I actually didn't ask how to pronounce your name in the pregame. I hope that was correct.
It's Zyfles.
Zyfles, but... good. Okay, nice.
Close.
Glad we got that out. Good enough. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I mean, Jak Hundo is very poggers category. I would say probably
very based.
I don't know, number one or number two. Number one for me. I don't know. Most people start out with no LTS, but I mean, you get every orb in the game. Yeah. It's kind of a big deal.
I definitely prefer Hundo.
Very cool. Very cool. So we got G3, organizer extraordinaire, doing a show match to start things off. Is that PB correct on the screen? 156.51. Is that still correct for you?
Yes. The one on my splits is fake.
Fake news.
Nice.
Okay.
The one on the splits was technically 8 hours of runs, of a run, but yeah. There's a lot of pausing in between. Yeah. Okay. I did it yesterday while working.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, so anyways, PBs are pretty close. We got a 156.51 for you. We got a 156.09 for Rubiks, if that is still correct. I know you recently started running this category.
156.09, yes, that's correct.
Very cool. Not a stranger to the Jak and Daxter scene, though.
Nah. I'd say not.
All right, very, very cool. Well, we have delayed the start time by about half an hour, so I'm sure we're all ready to get started.
It's the Jak speedruns way.
I mean, it was mostly my fault, let's be real. I mean, I'm just keeping it on brand, I guess. I think we have the professional stream emote even in the stream, so hopefully people will be
perfect.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll go ahead and give a countdown here once G3 gets ready, or is that the correct
I am ready. Yep, this is the starting screen.
Open goal is a new beast to me.
Yep.
So yeah, I will count down, and then on go, just go ahead and start. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck. Have fun. Alright, so Zyfles, you're gonna have to be the brains of the operation here. I have not ran this category in over a year, and I also barely ran this category at all, so
what we're going to be looking out for a lot is anytime there's blue eco here, this is basically a magnet power-up. You're going to see this a lot in any level that has it. Lets us collect things very fast.
I do know that much about the game. I do know the basics, believe it or not. I also do know that we are in Geyser Rock, which is quite shocking, I know. I do know most of the level names, I think. At least half. So
at least half.
Yeah, at least half. I thought about doing my research, you know, I was supposed to like de-rust this game and enter the tournament, and I probably still will, but I've been instead grinding PC games for some reason. So I'm taking the tournament extremely seriously as the tournament organizer.
Same. I started grinding Jak 3 and now I'm learning SMO.
Perfect. Well, SMO is pretty dope. That's actually pretty based.
Well, de-rusting SMO and then learning Sunshine.
That's very
nice. Anyways, Jak and Daxter.
But yeah, Jak is pretty sick. I'm super glad to have some Jak on the channel. Has some really interesting movement. One of my favorite games growing up as a kid. Very much remember getting this game on Christmas morning and being pretty stoked about it. It's got a lot of similarities to the Mario games, and the synced power cell grab there. Let's freaking go. That's actually like frame perfect, same animation. That was kind of wild, actually.
You can see, even aside from the PBs, the skill level's very matched.
Yeah.
So, one thing that the devs did when they made the first game is none of the cutscenes are skippable. At least in normal gameplay. We will see some cutscene skips with some clever glitches, but for things like this, you just watch them.
Yeah, and then Open Goal, which is the PC port. So we might as well go over that a little bit. So the PC port is a pretty recent addition to the Jak scene. It's pretty dope. It's one of the I don't know. There's been a lot of PC ports coming out lately, and this is definitely one of the better ones.
A lot of decompilations, yeah.
But the reason I'm bringing it up is because you can actually skip all the cutscenes on Open Goal by default, but there is a speedrunner mode where you can turn that off. Because we want to keep things even between the participants, it'd be pretty unfair if the Open Goal players could just skip every single cutscene. Might give us slight advantage.
You just get over 10 minutes of free time save.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it might be honestly not a bad idea. Give Aslav a run for his money in the tournament.
That could be interesting, yeah.
But yeah, this game's got a lot of charm.
Oh, for sure. The art direction is amazing. Animation, texturing, everything.
I'm gonna do my best not to rip on Jak 2 and 3 at all during this commentary session, but I will say that I appreciate the Jak and Daxter art direction a lot more. I think all the environments are really well put together. I don't know. Jak 2 and 3 are very gray. They have their, it's like the beginning of like the. It's a good game. I don't know. I'm a collect-a-thon guy. I'm down to collect the orbs.
Yeah, they definitely went in a different direction, 2 and 3.
But of course, you know, we gotta slap some cow butts to collect a power cell later. We're gonna not collect it quite yet though, because we are headed over to the Forbidden Jungle, which is the first stage we will complete in its entirety. FJ's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool stage. You got the fisherman. He's pretty cool. Probably my favorite part about FJ, honestly.
This is the level with the most major differences between Open Goal and console. There's a few things you can do in on console that you can't do in Open Goal. The RNG works differently, so this order that we're doing things in actually affects like the fish minigame RNG and gives you like better golds and stuff. Or 5-pounders, sorry. But on Open Goal the RNG works different, so this route doesn't really affect it at all. There is also a cutscene skip, or a partial cutscene skip, that we may or may not see Rubiks do. After one of the power cell cutscenes, you can pause, and like right after it's done, or no, sorry, after one of these mirrors is done, and it will play the fisherman cutscene audio while you can go around and collect some stuff, and then once you get back, you can talk to him and it will finish faster.
Yeah, I've heard there's some like cutscene skips that are actually more difficult on Open Goal. Is that like a frame rate thing, or like what's the reasoning behind that, or did I just make that up entirely?
I don't know if it's a frame rate thing. I know the fisherman cutscene one I don't think is possible at all. I think the ones you're talking about are the cell grab cutscene skips. Those work by deloading the cell, like in the game, like by moving the camera in a certain way. And those are technically still possible, but because Open Goal loads so much faster, it's a lot harder.
Yeah. Just got to get like a spinning hard drive from 2006 or something. The Strat.
I wonder if that would actually affect it. That'd be hilarious if that was the move.
That would be a pretty funny strat. Yeah, you gotta play on a Pentium 4 processor for it to be optimal.
Gotta play on an old Office PC, scalped.
Pretty nice moving here from G3.
Yeah, the tempo can be a bit tricky, but
yeah, it's really
getting
easy.
it right is really nice.
It's really easy to get caught up on like, oh, I'm gonna go for optimal movement here, and then you just like end up voiding 3 times in a row. I've seen that plenty of times from runners.
Yeah.
Both of them making it through.
Good thing about this game is that it's very non-punishing, great checkpoints, and there is no life system. So you can die as many times as you want.
Yeah, you're not gonna game over. I don't know, sometimes the checkpoints hurt a little bit. They're so nice that sometimes when they're not so nice, it's like, okay. I mean, in LPC, there's a couple of places where it's like, if you die trying to get past that flying lurker that you like, I don't even know how to describe it. You need to like do the, oh no!
Oh, he forgot he was at 1 HP. There's a skip we can do here where we take damage by this guy and kill it early, and it makes the plant boss become vulnerable sooner. But obviously, you can't do that if you're on 1 HP.
G3 just
I have done that many times.
he was just actually wanting to showcase the checkpoint system and how that works for us.
Yeah.
All planned.
So this is a weird addition. It's kind of just a mini boss is kind of down here. It's a cool addition, but there's no other mini bosses in the game really. There's only like major bosses that are in the hub zones or the final boss.
I feel like jumping on that guy's head to collect orbs is like the meanest things the dev could have done.
Yeah, they really did not make that obvious.
Like, I could definitely imagine just like running around trying to find the last orbs in this area and then just getting really angry at that.
There's probably been many a kid who've lost hours to that.
So you see them both doing a lot of rolling, a lot of dashing. Unless there's some new developments I'm not aware of, the fastest way to move around this game is to roll and then dash afterwards, then roll, jump, and then dash afterwards. It's kind of comfy, kind of cool. Okay, Rubiks taking a death.
He'll have a decent checkpoint though. He'll be like right in front of.
Both players
There's
taking
only 2 checkpoints here. One at the start and then one in the temple.
Yeah, but both of them taking a death in FJ is definitely not something I had on my agenda. I'm definitely interested to see if we have any more unintentional deaths. There's plenty of intentional deaths going on.
Yeah.
But,
Rubiks just like exited that a little early. Oh, that's something I should mention. These cutscenes are actually a little longer than we're seeing here, but if you press triangle to leave the goggles as the beam is connecting, it'll play faster.
Man, that is actually how those look. I did a 100% playthrough on Open Goal a while ago, like a couple weeks ago, and I thought that the lens thing was like bugged out or something. I was like, there's something wrong with this. There's no way this is the shape of like the viewfinder, but apparently that's just how it looks. That looks really wonky.
Okay, Rubik's not going for the tiny little cutscene skip.
All right.
Each stage's orb count is different. The hub levels have the hub levels and the connector levels have 50. Each level in hub 1 has 150, and each other major level has 200. So in total, there's 2,000.
Yeah, this is the #1 part of the run right here. Fisherman, very important.
If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you.
This is the only real major RNG spot of the game where you can save and lose quite a bit of time.
Rubiks is playing on
Rubiks
PS2. Yeah. I think my favorite part about the fisherman is that he like super sells all of his voice lines, but it sounds like they're recording him like over the telephone or something. Like there's like there's like audible hissing and like just like static in the background. It's pretty remarkable. But all the voice acting in this game is really good, regardless.
Man literally phoned it in.
I would not be surprised if that was actually what happened.
Do you know who the fisherman voice actor is?
I do not.
Kevin Conroy.
Oh,
I don't know who that is.
Batman from the animated.
I knew it was some sort of actor or voice actor, but my knowledge of movies is like nothing.
Same.
Hold steady. You're almost there. Here comes a big one.
All right, neither spoiling their catch so far.
Hold steady.
Surprisingly, it looks like G3 is getting the better fish. Yeah.
200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers.
Wonder if we'll see anybody fail fishing during the tournament.
And you can use my boat.
That would be
I think
super
we
sad.
will.
Just catch a deal.
I think we will.
It's definitely a possibility.
Alright, so we are done with FJ. Unfortunately, we will no longer be blessed by the fishermen. We have plenty of NPCs to interact with. We gotta get Flut Flut out of their egg. Gotta save the Muse. All
Gotta
the
talk
villagers
to your
are pretty
uncle
nice.
who isn't actually your uncle.
Wait, is he not your uncle?
Jack 2 kind of retconned that because of the whole future like time travel story.
Hmm.
Because Jack was actually born in the like Haven City part of the timeline.
I'm gonna be really honest, I don't understand anything about Jak 2 or 3. Like, the storyline just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I just kind of ignored it up to a point, and I'm just like, you know, I got some guns, I'm gonna shoot some dudes.
It's fair. It got real complicated. It went from taking a boat down to old Misty Island to a dictatorship.
Yeah, yeah, they just like saw GTA and they were just like, yeah, we're gonna do that, I guess, probably.
And they did a damn good job at it.
Yeah, it has a lot of fans to this day, so they definitely didn't mess that part up. But we are on Misty Island, which is could be a pretty tricky stage. G3 catching the Muse, first try, easy clap.
It is definitely a tricky stage. At the very end, we're going to see like the first bit of like actual movement tech.
Oh,
he missed an
orb
orb.
though, and getting absolutely bodied.
Yeah, that guy is a major pain. If he's positioned in the wrong way, he can mess you up.
Yeah, giving Rubiks a lot of room to catch up here. That one orb being really tricky, and that's kind of the big crux of Hundo. Is like, yeah, it's cool, we gotta like do all the missions and stuff, but you gotta also collect all the orbs, and if you miss one orb, you're gonna be backtracking a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll also be seeing some of that in the tournament, where we have players get all the way to the end of the game and then not have all of the orbs. It's really soul crushing,
Nothing
but
feels worse than 1999 instead of 2000.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever completed a run in this game and not missed orbs and had to go find them.
Yeah, there's some that are very tricky. There's some casual ones that are really bad in Snowy Mountain that can hide under the snow. Like after you break a box.
Alright, so collecting these orbs as well as power cell while we are destroying these, I guess you can call them flying lurkers, I don't know, blimp lurkers that are, they're cycle based, but they're really quite annoying to make work in a quick fashion. G3 going backwards through the skeletal remains here.
G3 is having to like freestyle this because they missed that orb.
Yeah.
I think they activate around the time like after you grab Muse.
Yeah, and they both did a good job on the Muse. The Muse looks really easy to catch just watching players do it, but then when you see a racer miss it, then it becomes much more difficult. It's a lot harder to catch the Muse afterwards.
Yeah, it can be very tricky if you don't know like the roll jump punch setup.
Yeah, Rubik's Cube's actually invented by Rubiks, I do believe. True fact.
True. Very true, very true. If you've played this game casually, you might remember the ambush that occurs here in that little arena down there. We don't do that.
Yeah,
we could just get up here and grab the cell early. Never have to fight that.
Yeah, and besides the point, I mean, really doesn't. There's nothing that you get from the fight really. There's these orbs going around the edge there, but if you just blast them with the cannon, you go back down. You can literally just walk around the edge of the arena, and as long as you don't go into it, it doesn't even trigger. It's really weird.
Yeah, the trigger is very small, surprisingly. It's like in the dead center. You'll see Rubiks coming up about to, like, roll jump right next to the inner circle, pretty much.
Alright, so Rubik's collecting these like 3 or 4 orbs down there that I always somehow forget. I don't know why, but those ones always slip my mind.
Yeah, there are a few in some levels where it's just like, why are they here?
Yeah.
Really out of the way for like 2 orbs. That orb vent that Rubiks just got can be very tricky. That guy with the bat really likes to mess with you. And kick you away before you can activate it with a blue eco.
Yeah, there's a few spots in this game where we will cut some corners, sometimes some major corners. Just stretching eco to its limit of what you can really achieve with the movement in the game. So typically the game wants you to knock down that pathway right there to make it over, but we're just going to go around. It's not really needed. I'm not going to really bother with that. I was talking to G3 about it earlier because he was having a time in Spider Cave with the yellow eco.
That is a big one, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more as we get to it, but the movement in this game is very, very nice. Things chain together really well, but it's also pretty, it's pretty hard. And Rubiks there doing a
first boost.
Yeah, boosted uppercut over there to grab, flying some orbs. Move on to the next part. So a lot of cool stuff you can do in this game, movement-wise. I think boosteds are probably the most obvious cool thing you can do, though.
Yeah, it's definitely like the defining aspect of the tech.
Another queen boosted over to the last power cell here as G3 enters the Minecraft zone. I think swimming in this game is my least favorite part.
Yeah, it's very, very strange.
I guess that's most games, but the fastest way to swim in this game is like kind of tap up on your controller like over and over and over again.
Yeah, the swimming animation goes in kind of a curve. Oh, that is a very bad. Oh, okay, never mind. That was a very good place to die. He managed to grab the checkpoint. If you die earlier, because we skipped some checkpoints by doing that boosted earlier, you can get sent all the way back to where the boat is. So dying there can be very bad if you haven't grabbed it.
Oh yeah, G3 was mentioning he was having some frame drop issues with the stream.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's not a huge deal.
Now we're having a movie night over on Rubiks' side because we have to buy some power cells from some NPCs.
I think that's the best part about the game is talking to NPCs, to be honest.
Yeah, it is a very nice break.
Fun fact, this game has the most amount of cutscenes in a PS2 platformer.
Oh
Really?
my god, I didn't know that.
That is a fun fact.
That we agreed on. I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
I don't know who my favorite NPC is. There's so many good NPCs. You got the fisherman, you got the sculptor, the gladiator's pretty funny, the gambler's got a really good race actor. Or yeah, warrior.
What a wonderful sight! I thank you, and the entire village will thank me.
I think like side character-wise, it's either mayor or warrior for me. Those are the funniest.
And for that, my boy, you earned a power cell.
I think the uncle's probably the weakest.
Yeah, he's just kind of there.
He's just kind of British. That's just his thing. Everybody else like kind of has like a funny quirk. He's just British.
Good. A sizable one, I hope.
I think that's pretty quirky.
Quirky.
It's a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
We are heading pretty quickly into Sentinel Beach, though, which is a pretty cool part of the run, in my opinion. Has some pretty cool movement in it. You gotta jump on top of the lighthouse, which is pretty neat.
Oh, the climb up the tower doesn't look too crazy, but it's got some very interesting tech with some long explanations.
Yeah. It looks crazy when I do it because it takes me like 7 or 8 tries to do it, and then people are like, "Wow, you did it! That's so impressive!" But you'll probably see 2 people do it relatively quickly, as long as I haven't cursed them. It's not too complex if you actually know what you're doing. So typically, we'd need to grab a blue eco vent. Jump a bunch of times on some blue eco platforms, but Rubiks just gonna jump up here because Rubiks is a gamer.
Too good, too good. Sometimes you can get lucky, like Rubiks did there, where the cannon will actually shoot one of the crates for you. Or sometimes he can be mean and just snipe you while you're trying to climb up. That's always great.
When I was trying out Open Goal the other week, I did my 100% playthrough, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna do the lighthouse climb, and I'm gonna be super epic. And I climbed up, and I felt so good. It took me like straight up 5 to like 10 minutes to get up there, and I was like, yeah, I'm up here finally. And I like load up the cannon, and I like go to shoot the bird, and I'm like, I didn't trigger the bird. Like I didn't send the bird over there, so I had to go down and like chase the bird around. I was very sad.
Here's, I think this is probably one of the best levels for Blue Eco. You see it used everywhere.
Blue eco is probably the coolest eco.
Yeah.
I guess yellow.
I think
is
the most
alright.
boring is probably... I think red is probably the most boring.
Yeah, that sucks.
It just kind of makes you stronger.
Yellow's cool because, like, obviously you get to shoot stuff. It's a little bit annoying because you can't, like, dash, which is, like, kind of like bread and butter movement.
Yeah.
But you can do, like, extra jumps in the air, which is kind of cool.
Not being able to punch is really bad.
It's also kind of annoying because, it literally looks like it's orange, but it's called yellow eco. I'm not really happy about that personally, but...
Yeah, it's weird.
Maybe just a me thing. So yeah, this is the part where I would normally be like, hey, you could go check out the bracket and also donate to the epic prize pool, except for I totally forgot to make the bracket page, so maybe just look for that later. I promise all the runners are pretty cool, and you'll enjoy the tournament, though. Bracket won't be finalized till Sunday anyways. I believe that is the cutoff date for sign-up. So if you want to join, it is open to everybody. I think we have a couple of beginners joining. We have plenty of high-level gamers as well, so it should be a pretty nice variety.
See right here, Rubiks is trying to jump in the water. Oh, that was a good chain. So that's the fastest way of moving in the water, is jumping like as soon as you land in the water, and then getting like that blue eco speed up in the air.
Yeah. That's only
It's
with
very
blue
tough
eco.
to chain.
Yeah, for me, I always have to do that twice because getting all of those orbs in the water. Actually, I usually just dive. If I'm completely honest, I'm usually diving. Yeah, I don't get the Awooga voice line because I don't have the game tips on, but I think it in my head every time. Rubiks here unclogging the eco vents for Old Man Samos as G3 is trailing behind a little bit. After the few mishaps we had earlier. It's pretty close, all things considered.
Yeah, there was some unfortunate deaths.
What reminds you of Pikmin onions?
Down here by the egg.
I'm totally lost.
I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your battle.
But yeah, this is our introduction to Flut, who we will be kidnapping later in Snowy.
Look.
Yeah, there's some cool out of bounds we can do with Flut.
Mama.
I'm not your mom. You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys. I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
Alright, so Sentinel Beach pretty much done here. Just a scout fly to collect. Another power cell gonna pop out of there.
Cool. That was interesting. I think the cannon must have.
Yeah, the cannon
shot
blew
that
up
fly.
the scout fly. It was just there.
Wow.
3 time save. Let's go. Yeah, that's
Just
not
rigged.
supposed to be broken.
Benji got world
So
record?
stupid.
Pause.
Yo.
Damn.
Oh, my muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best. Here, take
Oh my
this
gosh, I
power
forgot about
cell.
the sculptor.
I won't
That's another
take
good
none of that
NPC.
inspiration
Oh,
back.
I'm amused.
Yeah, I told you, little furry dude. Very important. Unfortunately, we don't hear the little furry dude in the speedrun.
You do in all cutscenes.
True.
The game is still SML. Yeah, it's because we're trying to bait people in from the SML community, don't
It's
worry.
boosted.
Dude.
Yeah, you can get a boosted backwards as well if you punch in like certain spots. It's very awkward whenever it happens.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Does this guy have a name? Cow guy? Herder,
farmer.
probably? A farmer, yeah. Wait, he doesn't even have a thing on the subtitles.
Oh,
Weird.
interesting.
Subtitles are just always on open goal, aren't they?
I think there might
You
be
can
a setting to turn them off.
I couldn't figure it out.
Is it not just square?
No, there's like subtitles at open goal like added. You
Right.
can turn off and on, I think. I'm not sure if it's square.
I thought that they made it so that you could turn it off and on off like in Jak 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, G3 is showing that off.
Insane tech. So what we're doing right now is subtitle overload, and basically what happens is the game's gonna get confused.
God, not this
Yes.
again. I dealt with this too much in my GDQ.
Thank
you.
Wait, the category actually did change. I was surprised. I actually expected the streaming software we're using to break when I had the game title because it has a semicolon in it or a colon in it. Poggers. So chat's actually wrong for once. Let's go. I thought for a second Rubiks was just gonna leave those 2 orbs there, and I was very concerned.
Yeah, this is actually a strat to save time, believe it or not. We grab, you see that like 50 out of 50 thing that just popped up? We grab the Fire Canyon text real quick, as that goes away faster. So then once the 50 out of 50 is comes up, it'll go away once we go to talk to Kira.
You see, that's one of those things that like people told me to do when I was learning this game, and then I just forgot to do it every time.
Yeah, it's very small, but
Yeah.
if you don't do it, you just kind of stand there awkwardly waiting for the press circle to talk to Kira to come up.
Don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet
We have
you.
all those pixels. You can like see the individual like toenails on Jack's toes on open goal. Wow. I feel like that's the only thing I can see. I think, unless it got changed, isn't that like on the speedrun.com board? It's just like Jack's feet. Is it just a me thing?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Never
It's
mind,
probably
different.
there.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. There's some website where it's just, Jack's feet are just really big, and that's all I can look at. I don't know why. I just got Jack's toes on my brain, okay? What can I say?
I mean, I guess it is kind of hard to ignore. Man's just got both grippers up. Crazy.
Rubiks kind of flying through here, keeping his zoomer off the hot ground as much as possible. Doing a lot of jumps. Going very speedy, quick.
Bouncing around.
Alright, so we got a cutscene skip coming up here.
Gonna see our first pause buffer of the game. If you press HUD and pause at the exact same time, you can still move around while the game thinks it's paused and walk through like cutscene triggers like this.
I believe that G3 is known as the master of pause buffering, if I remember correctly, so not going to see him fail this one.
Easy first time, as usual.
It's easy on this controller.
You two look like a couple of capable fellows. I've got a research project going, and maybe you could help me out.
I will say playing this game on an Xbox One controller kind of threw me off a lot.
Well, perhaps we can help each other. I've been
Yeah,
studying the burrowing habits of
having to
martingales
pause
and
buffer with a
rabbits
controller with
for
triggers is
years.
very strange.
But now those
Oh, I wasn't doing
Played on
that.
PS4 when
I just watched the cutscenes, to be honest.
I played on a PS4 controller when Open Goal like first became speedrunnable, and it was kind of a pain.
I'm on a PS3 controller.
Nice.
We care. Maybe for 2 power cells.
I hate pause buffering on the PS3 controllers.
But I would be willing to part with another power cell if you
I'm so
can find
excited
the
for
right
Precursor Basin.
orbs for my research equipment.
Trigger.
Fair enough?
Well, at least that makes one of us.
Oh, you have the orbs.
Big Lightning Mole fan.
Basin is probably not the hardest level, but it can be one of the most annoying levels in Hundo.
No, not another hero.
Just there's a lot going on.
This so-called hero's big fight against the monster up there. Trust me.
Gonna go meet the gambler real quick so that we can do the race section of Precursor Basin. Don't have to go back there twice. Very important.
Yeah, there are 2 power cells tied behind talking to NPCs first.
My big comeback. Beat the record time racing Dead Man's Gorge.
It's kind of interesting because the Muse isn't like that. The Muse is just always there, and we can turn them in without talking to the sculptor first, but for these 2 we have to.
Wait, the lightning moles are tied behind a cutscene as well?
Yeah, they just don't spawn if you don't talk to
Wow.
the
weird.
geologist. That's what it's called. Yeah, I don't know why. It's very strange. It is kind of nice in no LTS though, because you don't have to like deal with these guys like bumping into you while you're trying to collect stuff.
Yeah, I can see that.
These guys can be very finicky with where they move.
Yeah, I would attempt to describe the things that you want to do and avoid when doing lightning bolts, but I just mess it up every time, so I'm just gonna stay quiet and not even
honestly
try.
I know what to do and I even still mess it up all the time.
It's something about you like want your zoomer to be pointing towards the hole, and like you got to be the right distance away but not too far away or something. I don't really know how it works, to be honest. I just pray.
Oh, oh that's not jump.
Rubiks unfortunately colliding with a lightning bolt there, not grabbing the line of orbs in the air.
As you can see, they don't really go where you think they're going to sometimes.
They don't really do stuff well.
They just kind of run into you. Like, yeah. This is what I was talking about.
Oh, you also have to be holding the X button. Wow.
Yeah, you want to like try to break with square instead of like letting go of X.
You will not think that if you ever have to do this power cell, Cat. You will hate them. They are the enemy.
Yeah, for sure.
These flying lurkers are really annoying too because they're pretty quick. You gotta be like, there's like, I don't know if there's like certain places that are easier to catch them. Obviously there's some that will generally catch them at, but
yeah, they slowed down a little bit after you chase them for a while. And then with a corner cut, they're decently easy to grab, but they do take a while. I miss them a lot.
Yeah, I think
My
Rubiks
problem
has
usually
actually
is
fallen behind a
overshooting.
little here.
Yeah, those
because of
moles
lightning
were
bolts.
being very mad. They're very bad.
I'm glad we randomly happened to get 2 evenly matched racers for this showcase race. I was just gonna like kind of have whoever played, like if it's close that'd be cool. But like yeah, we randomly got players within a minute of PB of each other, which is pretty sick.
There's some really cool routing. So we do this race and then we do these purple ring. Ooh. We want to ideally keep the blue eco so we get a speed boost here.
These rings can be pretty difficult as well. I mean, even these ones are a little bit easier. This is kind of like the first ring set, but the blue ones can really mess you up. As Rubiks, forgetting the pattern there a little bit, having to go back for 1 ring.
Yeah, if you're like not paying full attention, you can easily go the wrong way.
Grabbing a little bit of orbage, but we will be going back through some of this path again for the blue ring, so not a huge deal. As long as we get him the second time around, don't forget.
Now you do quite a few loops around.
I think this is probably the only level in the game that I actually actively dread. Maybe Spider Cave. Spider Cave I like to get lost in. But as far as like gameplay goes, I don't know.
Yeah, it's very unique. And by that extent, like very hard to like master. I personally don't like it all too much. It's a great level, like casually, but in a 100% run.
Nice plants from G3 though.
Is that a 1 cycle?
Yep.
Nice.
See if Rubiks is able to nail 1 trip with a green eco on the plants. Pretty difficult. You gotta get some pretty tight turns in there. Gotta make sure you're not bonking too seriously on that rock until the last collision.
Yeah, you have like just enough to make it.
Yeah. Ooh, whew.
That was so close.
Yeah, that
That's
green
pretty nice
eco
that we
meter
have
was
both
flashing
of
for a while. I think part of my favorite part about Precursor Basin is there's some areas you can just kind of look through the wall into the void.
Yeah, you can just stare into the void while it stares back.
Might just be a Hub 2 special, honestly. I think you can also do that just out in the Hub area. Pretty nice basin from both players. Wrapping things up here. A little bit of mole drama from Rubiks, but not enough to get upset over.
Easily recoverable. It's anybody's game still.
Oh man, I just realized the like out of counter for the orbs on open goal. That's actually kind of OP. It's kind of busted, to be honest.
It's a quality of life feature they added. There's also you can make the precursor orbs like have a little glow around them, so they're easier to like see in the environment.
Yeah, it's very similar to 16 star actually. I think we skip 90% of the game while collecting 100% of items. So 200 for 200 for Rubiks. Not going to be missing any orbs here. Collecting that plant power cell on the way through the blue rings. Another thing people told me to do that I just never did. Should probably start trying a little bit harder when I relearn the game. I'm a little bit I don't know. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna learn it on open goal because, you know, I don't have my PS2 with me and I don't want to buy another PS2 just to speedrun Jak. The only thing, I'm kind of a perfectionist with my speedrun.com profile, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta have another game on my speedrun.com profile. Like, I don't know. Kind of wish it was on the same leaderboard. I understand why it's not, but
yeah, it was kind of a necessity.
Yeah.
It's not just like faster load times or something.
It's definitely a me problem. Took me forever to even like speedrun a category extension of every game because I was like, oh man, category extensions, they're not the real thing, man. They're not under the same category. Alright, so collecting this blue eco vent here, G3 doing a good job. It is a little bit tight, managing to grab it, just bonking the wall there. Cleanest way to grab it, but not having to backtrack, so that's nice.
Always love when it's like really close. Just doing it for tension, you know? Gotta keep it interesting.
Here is another power cell for your quest.
So collecting some more eyeballs here.
For your sacrifice, I offer you a
Another bit of cutscene gauntlet as we talk to some NPCs. Personally, I think the miners are my favorite. Get to hear the same voice line over and over for like 4 minutes.
Thank you for saving those moles. That's awfully good of you. Here's a power cell to help you out. Now I can get back to my research.
Oh, G3. Getting a little bit spicy in the water here. Needs to make sure to not tilt his camera into the cutscene trigger.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
It still baffles me that, where is Rubiks going right now?
Oh, it's just like a different route, like a faster line.
Huh. Wait, so Rubiks... Okay. Rubiks talk to the... Okay, I'm confused. Okay, we're fine. But yeah, anyways, what I was saying is you gotta turn your camera there so you don't get the camera into the loading zone. It's really weird because you'd expect that wherever Jak is would trigger a cutscene, but it's actually where the camera is within the level. And if it tilts too far towards the Blue Sage's hut, it will trigger the cutscene we skipped earlier. And it will look really weird.
Oh, yeah. I think Samos is like just standing there and then Kira like spawns on top of him.
Yeah, Samos is just T-posing in front of the telescope, and then Kira just like phases through him to look through the telescope. As G3 taking a little bit of extra damage here, so Lost Precursor City is a pretty cool. I think it's probably my favorite level. It has a lot of cool movement tech. It flows really nice when you're, playing at a high level. You're really gaming. You're getting all the strats. As G3 going for this eco vent here. It's a pretty tight fit, but does manage to grab it. Just one ball of eco. But this is the one stage I was talking about earlier where the cutscenes can be a problem. That flying lurker can just really screw you up. Because if you die in this room, you get sent all the way to the beginning of the previous room. Which isn't the biggest deal, but ooh. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see it right here. Yeah, that's the only checkpoint you have for this room right here.
I gotta say, shoutouts to both the runners. Every time I talk about, we talk about the cutscene, or excuse me, the loading zones and the checkpoints. Somebody just demonstrates just in time for our comments.
It's actually scripted.
It's because we're listening.
True. I'm not sure if either runner is going to go for it here, but there is a very, very cool like out of bounds route you can do.
I'm sure we'll see both of them go for it. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Unless I'm thinking of a different route. Is this something new, or is this just the like vent double jump stuff?
It's like a Hundo exclusive thing. It's a button clip.
Button clip. Oh my god, G3. Getting a little dangerous on the swiveling platforms there.
Playing a bit of risky. Just for fun.
So G3 is low on health here. Which is
unfortunate death from Rubiks. Oh yeah, these slides can be very stressful. You wouldn't think it, but if you miss one crate on these, it can be very devastating.
Yup.
You have to save load or die and go back and do it all over again.
So G3 didn't do the out of bounds clip. A little bit sad.
Yeah, and he's not activating the elevator either, so we're definitely gonna see button clip.
Wait, so is this new? Because I didn't know about this.
It's not new, it's just a higher level strat.
Okay.
Rubiks demonstrating disable.
When I say new, like is this like
he's saving for
this is like newer than 2 years old?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be news to me.
Or no, I don't know actually. I wasn't around.
Button clip has been around for a very long time, but it wasn't really implemented to Hundo till I'd say about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what's going on here then.
Ooh. G3 just barely pausing a bit early. There's this little cutscene we have to watch here. The cell and the this button going down, and if you like pause as you grab it, you can save load. Skip this. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, definitely a very short cutscene. Alright, I'm completely in the dark of what's happening, then this is...
It's gonna be very cool. No, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Alright.
Wow. Wow.
Style points.
That was like frame perfect fail. Oh, I've never seen it like that. I've never seen Jak actually physically touch the button and not grab that cell. That's crazy.
Alright, so we skip doing the lurker out of bounds nonsense.
G3 is about to go for it. Made it over.
Okay.
And boom.
What?
So that cell that follows you up during the elevator rising cutscene is actually still active. And you can grab it by doing that.
What? Why is that there? Literally, why is that even there?
I don't know, but it is super cool. Very cool routing.
Huh.
So yeah, now we don't have to watch that that cutscene of the elevator going all the way up. Very nice. We have another out of bounds coming up here with this puzzle skip. Just jump over the wall. Just jump through it. It's fine.
That looks easier than the old route.
Yeah, a button clip isn't too bad. Yeah, as long as you have a timing for it.
Because the old route, you gotta do... Oh no, geez, you're taking a death there. You're gonna have to walk a whole extra 5 feet.
I don't know if he missed something in this room, but you can do a death warp to back in the where we're trying to go.
Rubiks having a lot of trouble with this button clip. Alright, apparently G3 just makes it look easy, I guess. There we go.
Here we go.
Can you miss it? Like, can you miss the orb out of bounds?
You can.
Oh,
you can
man.
You can definitely miss it. It's not too hard to hit, but yeah.
It still seems easier than doing the like jump on the 2 lurkers' heads and flip out of bounds and jump up, do a boosted, and then have to do the vent clip thing. I don't know, that stuff's pretty difficult. Probably still do that in my runs anyways, because I'm old and I can't learn new things.
Ooh, interesting boosted.
Ooh, those are really fast setup for that jump there from Rubiks.
Very clean puzzle skip.
Definitely gonna need it to catch up to G3, who is currently blasting through right now.
Yeah, he just finished. Taking the elevator back up. So now the one downside to this route is now he has to be very like careful when he comes up to do this fish skip to get into boggy. If he dies during this, he gets sent all the way back to the
oh no. This is a hard skip too. Look at that. Oh no. Ooh. Oh no. Alright, so
he didn't get a pause buffer there. I am super surprised he didn't watch the cutscene. That was scary. He saved loads like just to save it. That was stressful.
G3 apparently has plot armor, I don't know. That was pretty...
Apparently.
sus to me. Might have to inspect the world files after this one.
He just wanted to show off.
Alright, so into Boggy Swamp. Probably the least aesthetically pleasing looking stage, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Definitely, I don't think anybody has this on their favorites list of stages in the game, but
yeah, it's an interesting one. And as far as routing goes, it's kind of pretty simple. You just kind of go through it, collecting everything. There's not any major out of bounds in 100%.
It's pretty linear. There are some parts like this part here that G3 is struggling with that they're pretty tricky. The environment does like to kill you in this stage, so
yeah, everything's got a hitbox. Spiky plants, these spikes, some of the black tar.
okay, and we of course have to break all of these tie downs that are lifting the ancient relic thing out of the water to stop the evil boss, but the evil boss gets it anyways somehow. Very important that we do this.
Yeah, apparently that one was just a spare. We had another one lying around.
As far as writing in old games go, I feel like this one, it does a pretty good job. It's not too all over the place. You've got a clear goal.
Yeah, it's just very simple.
Save your friend, and then save your friend turns into stop the bad guys. G3 takes yet another death. Don't think this one's going to be too rough.
No, there should be a checkpoint right there.
Okay, it's going to be a little rough. Getting word in the chat that Josh loves Boggy. I don't know if that's true. Seems like fake news to me. Though I know that the Jak community would never lie to me for the memes. Oh my goodness, Rubiks having a lot of trouble with this movement here. Taking a lot of hits in the Boggy Swamp, unfortunately.
Yeah, that section is a bit tricky. It's got a weird, like, side-scroller type perspective, but it's still 3D.
So how's the routing in Boggy and Hundo? Is it unchanged, or has there been some refinements? Because I know we had a lot of changes in the no LTS route a year and a half ago. Maybe it was longer than that.
I think it's still the same, yeah. It's just get everything in the basically intended way. There's no, like, flood out of bounds here or anything.
Got ya. No deloading of anything. Alright. Well, we do get to meet Billy pretty soon, which is pretty important, as Rubiks explodes every single Dark Eco box in Vision. So we'll make sure to clear those out.
It's actually faster to die here after you grab the cell.
Really?
Yeah, we get warped back over where the next jump pad we need to go to is.
Gaming.
G3's at 2 health, so he loads.
It's faster to load on open goal.
Oh yeah, true.
What if you use the 06 hard drive strategy? Totally real. So both players here facing down the extremely difficult gauntlet where they just give you unlimited ammo. It is actually kind of tricky. You do have to make sure you don't get caught off guard by anybody here. Oh.
Yeah, it's an interesting ambush. Oh no! He's got to go back.
Wait, what happened? What did he miss?
He missed the cell that fell on the pad.
Oh.
He jumped, like,
Instantly.
on the... Yeah.
Rip.
Our first use of a flood actually. Very cool movement we can do in Snowy later.
Flufflet's an interesting bird. Definitely got some cool movement tech going on. Also, as you were saying, you can just sneak her out of courses where they bounds for where you're supposed to have her pretty easily, at least in Snowy. It's so easy to get flood out that I literally forgot how to do it and just kind of like made it up. Like I was just like, I think I jump here a bunch and then jump over, I don't know, and sure enough it just worked.
Right here we're gonna use a checkpoint to get off a Flut.
Non-subs missing Billy. Non-ad block enjoyers missing Billy. You hate to see it.
Get to see the most riveting part of the run.
Are we actually this synced up right now? Is this really happening?
Apparently. Synced up at the start and synced up all the way in Hub 2.
Twitch said frick you everything. Twitch broke literally everything. I don't know what's going on. They're just like breaking everything. We don't get like Twitch Leecher. They ruined the way I used to capture live streams. I don't know. Twitch is like regressing to a previous time for some reason. They're just like all these extra tools and like features. Now let's just get rid of those.
Sometimes the website is just gone. some days you just refresh the page and oh hey, it's not working. Cool.
Yeah, that's always the best when you're hosting an event and people in the chat are just like, nobody else can watch the stream right now except for people that already had the stream loaded.
Great. It may not look like it, but this is probably one of the most stressful parts of the run if you're like not good at it, like I am. In fact, my my PS2 PB actually fails this minigame. I lose like over a minute.
I don't know if I've ever failed this minigame. Maybe as a
kid. I suck at it so much. You lose so much time if you fail it.
Shoot all them rats. I like Billy.
You know, as much as these runners have been showing off what we've been talking about, I really hope they don't show off failing rats.
I don't think we wrote it into the script, so we should be fine.
Pretty good.
Oh my god. That one was so close on G3's side. Like, he literally just was in front of it looking at G3 and
oh my gosh.
Just decided to just end the case, you know? I heard that sigh.
Alright. Yeah, I thought there was a stream delay. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, same.
I sighed too, don't worry. Oh my gosh.
Pretty much done with the stage now. Just got a few more orbs to collect. A little bit more power sellage to do. We got to unlock another one of these tie downs to send the blimp flying away, but most of Boggy is now complete. Means we get to go to Claw Skip soon, which should be fun.
Sadly no. Well, I mean, we do boulder skip, but
Yeah,
we do
boulder
actually
skip,
have to
that's what I
fight
mean.
Claw.
Yeah.
Fun fact
Oh
on
yes, claw skip. I'm getting roasted. I thought you were on my side, Zet. You gave me a compliment earlier. Now I'm getting roasted. I guess that's just the rite of passage, I suppose.
Never trust that.
Zed does a little trolling.
Alright, so G3 here. Having plenty of yellow eco should be just fine. Break that box. I don't know why I always run out of eco somehow doing that. Get up to the last tie down. Makes me very sad. Boulder skip's really hard though.
Yeah, it's like once you get it down, it's good, but it's a very confusing trick. Like
Okay,
you're standing on
doing it
something you
first try.
really
All right.
shouldn't stand on.
Fine. Thank you, Rubiks. Thank you. Proving me right. It is not an easy trick, I promise you. Okay, gets the second try though. Pretty good.
We're gonna see some. Oh, that he almost fell in the lava. See some great cheese strats.
What's happening?
He's zoomed, so he's just standing over the lava.
Oh, okay. I thought he was standing on the low ground. Oh, he fell in.
Yeah, he was very close to the lava. I'm surprised he didn't die when he zoomed.
Alright, we're now synced apparently again.
Almost exactly to the boulder. There was only a 1 boulder difference.
So you see Rubiks only collecting one of those, or I guess both of them, only collecting one of the eco early on, but oh, unfortunately Rubiks unable to make it back with enough eco. You want to make sure you have both eco recharging your meter just as you are heading back, so you can jump up like G3 did, but Rubiks unfortunately
I don't we call it
enough.
Quad jump, even though it's not a quad jump. It's a double jump, and then you shoot, whenever you shoot the yellow eco in the air, it gives you a little bit of a boost upwards, and then you spin.
This fight is actually pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of
always
troubles with this
cheese
one.
it. I don't think I can actually play it casually anymore. I think I'll just die over it.
Yeah, casually it's pretty dang hard. I mean, oh no, and Rubiks getting a little bit too spicy on the rolls back to the platform is gonna have to restart the entire fight. MK, they are so close after this long amount of time because we script the events. Everything is pre-recorded, nothing is done live. Sad to say.
You'll see G3 throw a little bit later for content.
Yeah, don't worry.
Shit, I spoiled it, my bad.
Alright, so Rubiks this time around being a little more careful with the yellow eco.
Swagging out a little bit. You may be wondering, why did he just die there? That's because Warrior has 2 cutscenes attached to him, and one of them is, I think, the longest or second longest. Yeah, second longest in the game. It's at around 2 minutes, I think, where he talks about
2.5.
2.5. Yeah. So after you complete Claw, he doesn't have that cutscene, and you can buy his cell.
So yeah, you have to kill yourself so you can reload that flag or whatever.
It's like after you defeat Claw, I think. I don't know if the death has anything to do with it, but that's just like getting there faster.
Oh, got you.
Oh, great moves, kid. I knew that time record would fall. Now here's your power cell, and I can go collect my big payoff.
I'm gonna scream.
No!
Oh no.
That's pain. It is definitely crazy that you've never played this game. It's probably one of the best PS2 games. It's probably my favorite PS2 game personally.
Definitely up there for sure.
The PS2 has a giant library, so it's definitely saying something. It's not like it's like the Wii U or something.
It's not like saying what your like favorite Virtual Boy game is.
I saw something on Twitter that was like, oh man, if this birth month is your birth month, you only get this console, and it like every month was like something cool, like the Super Nintendo or like, you know, like the N64. My month literally had the Virtual Boy. I'm like, why would you even give a month the Virtual Boy? Like, do you really hate people that much? I don't know. It's just hateful. So G3 coming up to Mountain Pass here. Relatively difficult zoomer section, I would say. I mean, I don't know, for me at least the zoomer sections are kind of a little bit difficult, especially the last two, because in Hundo you gotta collect all these orbs on the way, you can't skip any of them, and particularly with Mountain Pass you can't, you know, turn around. You're on a timer, basically,
Yeah.
so if you miss something it's pretty catastrophic, but so far G3 collected everything, avoiding the explosive barrels. Surely he won't mess up.
Surely.
Rubiks here about to beat Claw. Not going to see any sort of catastrophic meltdowns, thankfully. It's really easy in speedrunning to make a pretty massive mistake, and then especially if you make another mistake right afterwards, things start to snowball pretty quickly, but looks like Rubiks is keeping things under control here as he wraps up Hub 2.
G3 going back on foot to get one of the secret cells. Normally you would need to go into Snowy Mountain and activate like a yellow eco vent that you can use to destroy a boulder, but instead we just do this. It'll boost it back over.
Oh, what?
No. Unfortunate.
That did not just happen.
Bad roll jump angle.
That is like definition drawing for content. No, stop it, G3. G3.
Oh my god. They have to be intentionally getting this close to these.
I promise we're not. I mean, I'm not G3, but...
Alright, we are coming up to a very consistent jump. I think one of the most consistent in the game. Both players hopefully going to avoid this blue eco, as it does make it a bit weird. Okay, G3 getting it first try. Easy
Nice.
clap. No big deal. I like how Claw's still there, and then just disappears.
Yeah, he just doesn't realize he's dead. You get close enough to him, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, sorry."
It's an apparition. Alright, so this cutscene skip's actually pretty tricky. G3 getting a nice boost. It's not really a boosted, but extended uppercut underneath the house there. Oh, okay, not quite grabbing the button.
Okay. This cutscene skip can be very tricky.
Oh no! Having to save load. Yeah, that was not the correct movement afterwards, unfortunately. So giving Rubiks a little bit of time to catch up here. Oh, what happened?
I don't know. He save loaded.
Oh, he save loaded.
Oh wait, he save loaded. Oh, that's where. At least restarting is fast on open goal.
Yeah, this is the part where we listen to the PS2 intro.
Oh, the save is still a save. No.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Rubiks is back in the game as G3 is just on a black screen right now. Things are getting tense here. And we even get to hear the zoomer sounds. I can't remember if we were hearing the zoomer sounds on G3's side, but there is a interesting bug going on with open goal currently where zoomer sounds just don't happen. Oh, missed a box though. Needs to keep going. He cannot turn around right now.
Yeah.
So gonna have to
circle back.
So I did have zoomer sounds. I did have 1.30, but I don't know how to get back to 1.30. So we're playing on 1.31 now.
Wait, do you have your save file though?
Yeah. But
all right. Excellent.
Still has to watch the cutscene.
So yeah, G3 just changing versions mid-race, totally allowed, totally legal.
Yeah, I don't think this is legal.
At least we get some lore, actually. Let's switch the audio over, get some lore real quick.
We get to hear the best line in the game.
The Red Sage gave up with so little effort. No fun at all.
Gall? Is that you? You've finally gone off the deep end, eh? And Maya, I told you the dark eco would affect you both. Nobody ever listened.
No. What happened? Oh, okay, we're good.
I had 2 instances of the game open, so it was doubling the audio.
God.
Let's go.
They have graciously agreed to help us on a little project.
Alrighty, so Rubiks is coming up on this, so he has a chance to.
That was a great time to promote all cutscenes.
True. This is just a taste.
You do watch the intro and all cutscenes, correct?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so basically you start the run, then you set up everything.
Oh, okay. It looks like Rubiks also has failed cutscene skip here.
Not save though, so.
Excellent.
Good.
Still
try it again.
Still a potential lead here for Rubiks. Has to recollect that scout fly.
Alright.
Ooh. Oh, that was fire.
that was
The
fire
backup.
down there.
That was sick, yeah.
How did you do that?
Wait a minute! That was Gull? The same Gull who's supposed to change me back? Gull is the guy trying to kill us?
Alright, now it is anybody's race again.
We may all be doomed. If they open the silos,
It's all part of the script.
dark eco will twist and destroy everything it touches.
Rubiks doing some pull-ups here. Wanted
Get
to
a
make
little
sure he's
exercise in.
tip-top shape for Spider Cave. Oh my goodness. This is me. This is like 100% me. I would have fallen into the lava like 3 times though already. And this extended over to the rails is actually pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of troubles doing that because I always like kind of overthink it and then I end up doing like a boosted and then you go way too far and you just fly into the lava and it's like, alright.
Yeah, you want to do a boosted, but like, or in some cases, cause like it depends on where you do it from. I usually do a boosted and then I get the wrong angle and then I overshoot it.
Yeah, it depends on, you know, if you're going for a booster or not, what kind of angle you want, and then if you get the other one, then you're screwed. Open goal is optimal for rail orbs? Wait, what? I can't tell if that's a meme or not.
I don't remember if they fixed it or not, but on Oh yeah, it's the opposite. You can roll jump on the carts, and Jack will like roll in place on the cart, and then in open goal, I think you just roll off of it. Use PAL logic for minecart roll jumps. It's a PAL NTSC thing. I did not know that.
No, I personally think we should go back to the Dark Ages, and I think we should just let everybody run on the PS2 emulator. I think that would be fantastic. That would alleviate all problems. It is really, really nice that we have open goal now. But we are in Spider Cave, which this level I get constantly lost in. I don't know what it is about this level, but particularly this part where you're blowing up the Dark Eco orb or crystal and killing all these centipede dudes. I am constantly doing this wrong, or like missing an orb somewhere.
Yeah, this is a very complex level. A lot going on.
We were talking about Boggy Swamp being extremely linear. I feel like this is like the exact opposite. You've got like a couple big areas.
Yeah, there's like 3 distinct levels in this level.
Yeah, and they're all like kind of just big open rooms with tons of platforms and like different ways you can get to objectives, and I don't know. I always end up freestyling it. I think I'm gonna have to practice this stage the most for sure.
Yeah, this routing is super important.
Oh,
ooh, almost
a little bit dangerous.
Almost overshooting it.
Oh, you gotta go over the Dark Eco a little bit. I was trying to do that in my playthrough, because I didn't do that in my runs, but you can just do kind of a high jump there and shoot there's a Dark Eco crystal underwater. Usually you have to like swim down and tap it, but that jump shot is pretty cool.
Yeah, if you don't like go over the Dark Eco a bit, it'll just kind of smack into the Dark Eco and go away.
You know, the one that surprises me is at the end of Spider Cave when you shoot the Eco up the like ramp out of Spider Cave and hit that one box. I don't know how that is so easy. Like, I don't think I've ever missed it. I've never practiced it, and I also don't think I've ever missed it. Like,
it just auto does it for you.
It's crazy.
The auto aim is very, very, very generous. It just does it. That's why we grab the fly outside of it first. I think it might auto aim onto the fly box instead if you don't grab it.
Dude, what the hell?
Oh, that was really unfortunate. Trying to grab the ledge, but unfortunately no space, getting pushed off by the rotating platform.
Unfortunate death there.
Yeah.
Luckily there's a checkpoint right there.
Taking an unfortunate bath in the Dark Eco. It's interesting how Daxter got turned into a little furry dude, and Rubiks, or excuse me, Jak just dies.
Yeah. Poor guy.
A little unfortunate.
Daxter just built different.
Yeah, apparently the genetics too strong. It's also very strange considering they're like, oh yeah, Jak, he's the chosen one. He's so good at channeling Eco. He can handle light Eco, blah blah blah. And then it's just like dies to Dark Eco immediately. We are rapidly approaching that portion I was talking about before with the, I don't know, the yellow eco vent skip area, all the spider eggs.
Yeah, normally you'd have to activate a switch in Snowy that turns on the yellow eco vents here. But we found a way to just do everything without it.
We found a way to make things more difficult than they need to be, as Rubiks with one slice of life here. Have to be a little bit careful. This is definitely another area that could be very confusing as a beginner. Oh my goodness, G3 with the backups, I guess.
Yeah, there's so many strats in this room.
Yeah, there's a lot of platforms. There's a lot of directions you can go. There's elevators that look the same, but they don't go to the same heights.
Yeah.
And the spinny bars can be pretty difficult too. So why is the like, oh, I guess maybe G3 just doesn't have it enabled on this version, the like counter thing. But this is what we're talking about here. So these roll jumps have to be pretty precise. I don't know if G3 is going to make this, at least not getting both boxes, but we'll see.
Yeah, he's kind of very close.
Oh my god, just barely got it. That's very nice. Oh, but dies. I mean, if you're gonna die anywhere, this is the way to do it.
Better to die after than before.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, the tricky part there is getting the eco to last long enough to where you can break both those boxes, because jumping over these spider webs is pretty long. You can't dash around like you usually can with the yellow eco. You get replaced with the shoot button. So instead of dashing, you just shoot eco, which isn't very fast.
Yeah, and annoyingly it lasts like a bit longer than you can actually shoot. So like when the eco meter runs out, like, and you try to punch, he'll just like do the shooting animation and then not shoot anything out. Shoot a blank.
Pretty cool jump there from, oh, Rubiks though, unfortunately gonna take the death, but that's fine, not a huge deal. I always like the jumps in this room. You can do that in quite a few spots where you just kind of do a high jump on top of those crates, but let's see if Rubiks is able to make things work here. Okay, going around town. Oh, no. This is the strat I go for. Basically, you're going to want to redo this part about 7 times, and then you get pretty angry, and then you just leave Spider Cave in a mess.
Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, can you tell that you're not actually intended to do this?
Yeah. Going around to the right side actually seems pretty good. Other than where we fell off a couple times, but we don't talk about those portions.
It's definitely the optimal way to do it. Less time just bouncing up and down in the air.
Yeah, I've always gone on the first spiderweb platform, and that is definitely not the way to do it, as both players locked in a power cell cutscene. G3 just a little bit ahead now. Somehow recovering from the cutscene watching. Spider Cave's definitely a stage where the experience comes in handy, though, and G3 I think has watched and played this game a couple of times, as Rubiks has taken yet another Dark Eco bath, unfortunately.
Yeah, Hub 3 is very difficult. Ramps up very fast.
Yeah, but if there's any level where you could see some lead changes outside of Spider Cave, Snowy's definitely one of them. If you're doing, flut stuff and you end up dying on flut, you gotta kind of do the rest of the level either on foot or go back and get flut. Routing becomes very weird if you die on flut.
Yeah. So. You really gotta know what you're doing. Very, very like punishing level to die on.
World record is already done, by the way.
Wait, you mean this isn't world record pace? What are we doing here?
Unfortunate.
Okay.
Ooh. Going for ledge grabless strat.
Nice, second try though. Nice. Seen many a runner defeated by that jump.
Yeah, I don't usually do the punch method. It seems. Oh yeah, I should probably mention that seems really easy, but there's like a big invisible like ceiling. Like if you've never played it, you're like, why don't they just go in it? It's definitely not intended. You're supposed to do that section on flut.
Oh.
Ooh,
grabbing all the orbs.
Getting up there, but missing all the orbs.
Oh, not getting him all the way down either. So if you haven't realized, yeah, this is a snowy area. So everything is either snow or ice. And the ice is slippery, believe it or not. So kind of lends itself to some weird platforming. We have to grab all these buttons everywhere that have the force fields on top of them. And those can be kind of rough sometimes.
Here we see the blue still. Let's go. There's a lot of cool movement you can do on the ice.
These flut section is actually quite difficult, to be honest. If you're trying to go too fast, it's pretty easy to just dive into the abyss and lose a lot of time here.
Yeah.
G3 just happened to flutter around. I respect it. I understand. Oh my god, if it dashes off the edge, no.
No, that's intentional.
Oh, really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so bad.
There's no more orbs. There's no more orbs on that section. Yeah.
Dude, I've completely forgotten snowy routing. I literally just like did a casual 100% of the stage. I literally got on the stage and I was just like, well, I'm supposed to steal flut, I guess. Like, I don't really know what's going on here.
Yeah, that cell we grabbed in the button that Rubiks just got is like the only thing at the end.
I didn't.
Once we get those orbs, we just death
like,
warp back.
You like skip over to like the eco vent button area. I did do that part, and then like jump through the ceiling. Remembered that much.
Oh my god, Rubiks just got like the most hilarious backwards boosted.
Oh, I missed it.
He just died.
What the heck? There's a wall there. Okay.
God. G3 finding an orb that he missed. That could have been bad.
Rubiks taking a death. Actually unintentional here. Real death.
Ooh, G3 also taking a death and losing flut.
Wait, where did he fall?
He's gonna opt to do this section on foot.
Did he fall up here?
Dude.
Yeah, around here, this bridge section.
No.
Yeah, this is a very tough level.
This is looking a little bit scuffed. Some background Jak and Daxter or backyard Jak and Daxter going on right now. Oh, G3 taking a death there. The ledge grab is not coming out for him, and now we're off in Narnia. Unfortunately, gonna have to make our way back.
He's gonna do the on foot backup. Yes, he is. Okay, this is a really cool backup.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. Was that death intentional or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Either way, both runners having a little bit of a time here in Snowy, but G3 looks to be coming out on top. Unfortunately, a little bit low there.
Yeah. There's another strat that looks very weird. There's an invisible wall on this, like, little ice section. You're not actually supposed to get up here this way. We do a curve around.
G3 missed 3 orbs. Rose, I'm supposed to tell him.
I don't know why you guys keep asking me, you know, if it was intentional when it's in the script.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so we will see if G3 is reading the chat and getting the secret intel from the chat right now. Or maybe it's just a diversion. Maybe Roser is trying to help out Rubiks right now and just making up some nonsense. I wouldn't know, to be quite honest. I think that's not Roser's style, but you never know.
No, yeah, they're right. The death made them lose or forget about some orbs. I don't think they grabbed them. Oh.
So G3 having a little bit of trouble there with the force fields, as I was saying earlier.
Good.
Not the easiest to manage. Oh, Rubik's getting first try here.
Nice.
Very nice stuff.
Second try, I lost my flut.
Oh.
Yeah, first try on foot.
Easy.
Nice. Rubiks getting the rocket there. If there's a small window of time where in between those cutscenes you have control of Jak, and if you hit an uppercut at the right time, he'll fly through the ceiling.
It's pretty sick. So we see both players collecting Flut back, and we're going to need Flut for a skip called Gondola Skip coming up, so we don't want to be on foot for the ending of Snowy.
He needs to grab some of the orbs he missed.
We got the secret codes being thrown down in the chat room. Maybe help G3 go faster here to collect the hidden orbs.
Yeah. Just turn on cheat mode. Backing it up here, actually real nice. Oh, there's still one. I think that might be up where he just was.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're on an orb adventure. Oh, no. The cursed one lost orb. That is pretty rough. Rubik suddenly in a much better position if he's gotten all the orbs. We will have to see, as G3 is going to have to traverse the entirety of the level here. With the cursed no flut audio.
Definitely didn't notice.
But I mean, we still haven't seen that 200 out of 200 for Rubiks.
Should be good here. Hopefully.
Theoretically.
We both have the orb hunt. Rubik's getting everything.
Honestly, kind of soul crushing. I mean, oh, there it is.
Oh,
what a weird orb to miss.
Yeah, just barely missed it with a ground pound, probably. Rubik's going for Gondola Skip, getting Gondola Skip. Let's go.
Yeah, so skipping straight down into the best cutscenes in the game.
Gondola Skip like not only saves time on not having to watch the gondola, the cutscene for the cells are also faster on Flut. Oh, that was an interesting one that G3 just got. And of course, like moving around is a bit faster.
Why are the
But
cutscenes
if
faster?
we the cell cutscenes are faster. There's like I think there's only one grabbing animation for Flit Flit.
Where have I heard that before? Hey, how do
I thought you were talking about the actual like cutscenes. I was like, what?
No.
No way.
Well, smarty pants, we got
You got to be careful here once you're done watching these. If you deload Snowy Mountain, the game doesn't know what to do because Snowy is where Flood is like loaded in, and the game will just crash. So if you hit any trigger to like load Mountain Pass or like a part of Spider Cave or something.
So you're telling me the game is confused about what's going on?
Oh my
Yep.
god.
I love it.
already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
It would be really unfortunate if we could skip all these cutscenes. That would be so sad.
Yeah, imagine. Why doesn't PS2 just press triangle? It's that easy.
I'm trying.
Here's a power cell.
A power cell.
Yeah, what he said. That's it. You cleaned us out.
I like Willard.
No more power.
He's a goofy little guy.
He's a bird brain. Get it? 'Cause he's got a bird cage on his head.
Oh, true. Can relate.
Oh my god, I never realized the hot head. Holy cow. I'm so dumb.
Wow. Yeah.
That actually just blew my mind.
I feel so dumb.
I didn't even recognize that there was like flames coming out of his head. Like,
that's like top tier character design. Dang. Didn't even notice. That's crazy. You know, I did say earlier that same to being a bird brain, so I have an excuse.
okay. Just gonna die to get off of Flit real quick.
The game doesn't get confused.
We're getting dangerously close to the end of the run here. Will we see some sub 2s? That's the question.
Certainly possible.
I'm gonna be really honest, I had no idea saying that whether or not it was possible, because I have no clue how long it takes from this point to the end of the game. But I still believe, you know, in my heart that both players can do it.
Nothing bad can happen in Citadel, surely. Exactly.
All right. With these additional power cells, I should be able to supply the heat shield with enough power to
Citadel isn't the hardest in the game, surely. Actually, you know, it might be a toss-up between Citadel and Snowy. They're both fairly difficult.
Citadel is harder at a higher level because there's a lot more RNG to it.
Fair, yeah.
But I'm not good enough to complain about it.
Don't you think we could look for a safer route to Gull Citadel? Look, I've released more cooling
True beta.
so you can use them to keep the temperature
You know, sometimes you just gotta make stuff up.
to activate the teleport gate in the
There's a lot of people that do commentary that will be like, I'll be like, oh, you should totally do some commentary for this game that you're interested in, and have been like talking about, and they're like, oh, I don't know enough about it. It's like, you can just kind of like talk about whatever, like
you can kind of just say words.
I've literally had commentators that are like
goes.
extremely knowledgeable just talk about Wendy's versus McDonald's chicken nuggets for like 15 minutes or, you know, half an hour. So I mean, you can have all the game knowledge in the world and just not really pop off on commentary. Oh my goodness,
Rubiks dying again, no!
Throwing for content here.
True.
It's suddenly all tied up again. Rubik's lead has evaporated. G3 pulling ahead as we head into Lava Tube, and this is definitely the most difficult Zoomer section. These orbs are in very strange spots. You got your heat to worry about. It's not like Mountain Pass where you know, you don't have any heat to worry about. It's just a timer. And yeah, I don't know. I'm very good at crashing into the walls in this stage.
This is very stressful.
G3's
like right
is
now.
a little bit high. Okay.
He's fine.
Oh, but he didn't get the balloon.
He's fine.
Oh my god.
That's fine.
No! Did he get the checkpoint though? He got the checkpoint. It's fine.
Let's go.
Dude, I hate this game so much.
So sorry.
Dude, the brake button doesn't work because I have yellow eco.
No.
The brake button. I swear to God, I'm okay.
You're a speedrunner. You don't need the brake button.
When you're turning around on a small platform, sometimes it can be useful though.
True.
Mike making a good point in the chat. There is still pause buffering ahead, so Rubiks, if you take the pause buffering into consideration, I think it's all tied up here.
Also, Rubiks, if you hold the jump button and turn, you turn a lot faster. Power turn.
I thought you did that with
Yeah.
square.
Nope.
No, it's top
Dude.
turns. Oh no!
I've never done that in my life.
What happened?
Well, I mean,
All right.
I'm not gonna say Chad didn't tell us so.
I can't believe I just did that. I swear this isn't rigged or set up.
Which
But that's what we were talking about the whole time, though. It's scripted.
Hold on.
Not to sit it out, the Kira one.
Okay.
I roll jumped into the button.
To get more lore.
Cutscene simulator. True.
We will be.
Wonderful. All right, well, still with the lead though. We'll see if Rubiks is able to nab the cutscene skip here.
Yeah, it's easy. I don't know why anyone would miss it, to be honest.
Alright. G3 getting this.
Yeah, doing
nice,
Citadel
very nice.
skip, which we didn't even mention for some reason. I guess we just forgot. Unimportant.
Yeah, if you do some things and you'll be at the top.
Yeah.
No, but for real, in certain copies of the game, before it got patched in later releases, you can there's a checkpoint that you can grab, or that doesn't get updated or something, and it brings you to the top. You can either watch the cutscene fully and I think save load, and then you'll be up at the top.
The
or do fast
cutscene
route.
actually gives you the checkpoint at the top.
Oh.
I'm shocked that G3 didn't just unmute to say the game gets confused. I'm gonna be really honest.
Okay, it's a little more difficult when you're actually running
True.
to remember true commentary rules.
Oh. Okay. Rubik's in a little bit of a dicey situation here. Okay, getting all the orbs up.
Missed the eco. We're back on being almost in sync. Nice.
What you do a boosted down there, though? Okay, cool.
You can. He activated the moving platform, so he had to boost it there. You can also do a roll jump off the platform if you haven't like activated it. Ooh, unfortunate bonk right there from Rubiks. These platforms can be on a very annoying cycle.
Yeah, I remember taking a dive there, unfortunately. So G3 with a tiny lead right now, but literally like the tiniest of leads.
That's the part of the orange. Ooh. That's part of the RNG that G3 mentioned.
Oh, these platforms are RNG. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think they might be on like a global cycle or something, but I don't know too much about it. Ooh, bonk, but he's still alive.
Yeah. Pretty terrifying. This room is pretty weird. I'm not a big fan of this room.
Yeah. If you jump too early, sometimes you can miss these orbs, even if they're like being magneted towards you.
Yeah, I think my strat in this room generally is just lose time and get everything. But the problem with that as well is like, if you don't have enough eco, then you can't jump. But Rubiks getting all the orbs, going to be heading back out of the room.
Gonna be keeping that eco that he just grabbed, so he can grab a few things. Like the scout fly and a few orbs if he makes it. Nice.
The eco is definitely the most useful eco.
For sure.
Unless you're trying to do a boosted, then it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, you gotta do the old tap boosted. Still anybody's game.
Oh, okay. Well, you got them all. Oh, okay. Trying to style a little bit.
Extended. There it is. Nice. Ooh, ledge grabless.
He's still with a slight edge over G3. I think this is one of the closest runs into Citadel I've seen in a long time.
This game sucks.
Oh wow! Missed the
Yep.
checkpoint?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I was
unfortunate.
praying I didn't miss the checkpoint for
did.
like the platform.
Yeah. Ah, I love this game.
It's not an open goal thing. The checkpoint is just like slightly raised above the floor, so you can skip it. It's actually a strat in some like other categories. Like I think it's used in all flies. But yeah, that's very unfortunate that they missed it. Yeah, all flies in Citadel is very, very cool routing.
So we're up to the final climb. We will see if we have collected all of the orbs.
Oh yeah, that was kind of important.
Fulfilling the goal of the category is a requirement to finishing the race, believe it or not.
True. Looking like 2,000 out of 2,000 coming up.
Let's go.
It's probably the most satisfying text to ever appear on screen.
And with the 101 power cells as well, so Rubiks only has to complete the final boss fight here to take the W. Immense bragging rights on the line here.
Game sucks.
Oh no! Oh no!
Ooh, dang.
Hey, Rubiks, can you just wait up a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I'll just stand.
Oh wait, yeah, just keep following the script. You're good.
I mean, it is certainly possible to die on this fight. It's not super common, but I have seen it happen.
Yeah, I've definitely not punched off of the final boss platform missing white eco before on PvP.
How does respawning that green eco work? I have had people explain it to me before. I don't understand it. You like collect it and then you go into.
Okay, so basically, the game gets confused. I've already lost the run. I need to make up for it now.
Yeah,
I could die in final boss. It's happened before.
I would try to explain it technically, but I'm not knowledgeable enough. Just if you double tap triangle after collecting it, and like the boss is like in a certain spot, or not in a certain spot. Ugh, it's hard to explain. Like during, man, I don't know words anymore. I'm gonna be honest.
I think the camera just goes so far away it kind of deloads the level, so then the green eco respawns.
Yeah.
So do you have to do it at a certain time or what?
While the boss phase is up, so not like in between phases.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Thank you. Thank you.
Am I being baited right now? Oh, never mind. Oh, cool, thank you. Alright, so, Rubiks just has to collect some light eco in order to clutch the victory.
And they do it. Is it possible?
It's
No.
pretty difficult sometimes, I'm not gonna lie.
Might stop that robot. Stay fuzzy.
True, the sub 2 dream. It's about to be a reality.
Let's go. It's real.
Okay, fine.
Oh, I'm not gonna get sub 2. Man. That stupid checkpoint.
That really
Yeah,
does
that was
suck. It's such a really bad
unfortunate.
checkpoint to miss. Barely suck.
Beautiful.
GG. You know, all things considered, everything that happened that run, not too far off PB.
Yeah.
Not too far, yeah. I mean, if I hadn't died in Claw, this would have PB'd easily.
True.
If I didn't spend 5 minutes watching Red Sage cutscene, probably would have PB'd.
That's fair. Or switching versions.
I don't think my run was valid anyways, though, since I'm playing at
You
2 different
switched
versions in the
platforms,
same
yeah.
run.
I don't think so.
How do you submit that to speedrun.com?
You don't. You avoid it.
I did the first 2 hubs on
1.30.
1.30 and the last hub on 1.31.
You just do it. I'm sure the mods won't notice, right?
For channeling eco. Samos,
Surely.
you may have been right about this one after all.
And Kira, without your help and ingenuity, none
But
of
yeah, all
this
things
would
considered,
have
both
been
players playing pretty close to each other here. Lots of back and forth. I think that was definitely a good introductory race here on the Cool Cat Gang channel. Very cool
Rubiks
stuff.
decided not to follow the script in Final Boss.
Yeah, we'll have,
I just had-
we'll have to
I
talk
just had
about
to,
that
you know,
afterwards.
Sorry, I had to take it. I had to take the bragging rights, you know. They were on the table.
For those who didn't know, I was supposed to win this. He was supposed to die. in
Wait, I thought we
Eco.
were supposed to draw. I thought we were supposed to finish on the same frame.
Same frame. No, that was the backup.
Alright, well, the credits
the
are
wrong
up.
script.
Everybody's favorite part of the run.
Fun fact: in
They
all
got Bob
cutscenes, you
Raffay
have
on
to
this game?
Watch the credits twice.
Wait, what? Who watched the
Bob
credits twice?
Raffay?
Yeah,
It's kinda
if you play all cutscenes,
nonsense.
yeah, you have to play all cutscenes. You got to play it twice. Beat
No
Final Boss
way, that's
twice,
a
it's
rule.
fun. It actually, it
No,
is.
it's not.
No,
I don't
it's not a
believe you.
rule, but you have to do it to watch all the cutscenes.
Yep. Very funny.
Oh my god, that is
Because there are 2
actually
post-credit cutscenes,
cringe. That is so
2 different ones.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Mark Mothersbaugh in this game. Wow. Insane
good one.
talent.
I've never seen Mark Mothersbaugh actually.
Honestly, I think each game just like randomly generates some of these names. I just see every
Wait,
single
Zed,
time
why
I
can't
see a
you
new
just,
one.
Zed, why can't you just DM me? Why do I have to DM you?
Jennifer Hagood in this game? Dang. They got so much talent.
Alright, well, either way, if you haven't figured it out by now, you somehow stumbled in here from Mario speedrunning. We are running a Jak 100% tournament starting next weekend, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what I put on the forums, so I think you have, like, minutes to sign up? I don't know. Oh, maybe like 24 hours. I'm not sure. I'll close the forum at some point in the next
30
day.
seconds.
So, yeah, if you still want to join, you can still join, probably, allegedly. There's a link in the chat, I think.
Until tomorrow.
But yeah, this will be all of the Jak until next weekend, when we will have some very powerful gamers duking it out. It should be a lot of fun.
It'll be very fun.
But yeah, anybody else has any further shout outs they want to give, feel free.
Shout out Andy Gavin.
Shout out Andy Gavin.
Agreed. Well,
wait, hold on. Am I gonna finish first? I'm gonna finish the credits first.
Oh, credits skip?
I'm holding X so hard.
Alright. Oh, okay. G3 wins.
Dang.
I win. I won the race.
It's that easy.
I saw the end cutscene first, where you open the door. So,
What could that be?
although you don't even have to 100% to open the door, you only need 100 power cells, and there's 101 in the game.
Yeah, one time I did a hundo run where I forgot a power cell, and I played through the credits just to watch this cutscene. I was like, okay, cool, I did get all the power cells. And then while I was submitting it, I noticed in Final Boss I only had 100 power cells. So I was like, oh.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I didn't know.
Join the hundo tourney.
Join
It'll be fun.
Yeah,
It will be very fun.
You don't have to play the game in under 2 hours to participate. Look at G3. I mean,
Exactly. It took more than 2 hours.
yeah.
Just think, I would have a multiple minute PB if I didn't watch Red Sage for 5 minutes.
True. I'm sure we'll see plenty
You're
of
just saving it
PBs
for
in
when the tournament actually starts.
Yeah, don't watch Red Sage in the games that count, okay? Just, you know.
Well, we are going to raid off now, as that was the last event of the day. We will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. UTC for an extended block of 70-star races. So if you're into 70-star SM64 stuff, definitely check it out. But we're going to go raid a Jak game. We're doing some no LTS. And yeah, we'll see you there. Bye.
Oh.